What's up, angels? It's your West Coast Belle, and I'm back with another review. This is for Season 8, Episode 4 of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and we're going to get right into it. But first, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for your bells, and of course, after the video is done, let's get down in the comments and talk about it, okay? So, to get right into the episode, which I could not even stay up to watch in the first scene, Trisha and Kimmy meet for a small discussion about business. They're talking about the complex that Kimmy and Maurice purchased, and they are speaking about, how business could go and how they want to keep the conflict down. And of course, they established that there can be disagreements without there being fights, and I agree, because communication and real professionalism in business can keep the conflict down. But it wouldn't be a reality TV business conversation without the drama. So Destiny walks in, and again, it turns to a discussion about what happened with her, Moses, and Sunny. I mean, they have talked about this so many times that I just know this whole episode, this whole season is going to be about this. But brace yourself, because you're going to get a lot of it, okay? Like Tommy Chardonnay that Tierra was pouring up on Love and Hip Hop. All right, so they tell Destiny about their meeting with Sunny and discover, just as we all knew, that Sunny and Destiny had communication outside of work. And these were communications that would suggest that they had moved beyond their professional relationship. However, it does seem like Destiny may be a little in the dark as to where her relationship stood with Moses at the time of their breakup. Yet and still, she was hurt by him and deserved more than what they gave her, because the relationship between she and Sunny was a little bit more than professional. And also, the relationship with her and Moses warranted more than what they gave her. So I understand why she immediately blocked Sunny. I would have blocked her too. I wouldn't even entertain sitting down with him at the end of the show like she did. But you know what? You did was wrong. You know what you did, and you know it was wrong. And I don't have time to explain things that should be common sense to another grown person. So yeah, bye. And the same, goes for Trisha as it relates to Stormy disrespecting Marcel. Trisha ends up saying that Stormy needs to apologize to Marcel for calling him a bitch, and I think it's true. She also, Stormy keeps doubling down on it. She keeps saying, I call her husband a bitch, and I really think that, I really mean it, I think that she should stop saying that. It's really not ladylike, and it's very disrespectful, especially since she had the nerve to say that Trisha is not crazy enough to say that to her husband. There's something about that statement that she knows is very disrespectful, and that's why she sent that threat out to Trisha about her saying that to her husband. Man, I don't know, but I might have threw the forks across the table. I don't know. I might have, I don't know. She was shaking the table when she said that, for real. So that's something to think about too. But it just, when Trisha said, I'm not going to let any more jabs slide, I'm glad that she's taking a hard stance against disrespect, because at one point or another, you do start to feel bullied, and you regret conversations that you could have said what you wanted to say and you didn't say it, So Nell talks to Martell and basically pledges allegiance to Mel by letting him know he will not be invited to her party. And at this point, everybody is tired of Martell doing things and blaming Mel, so I understand that completely. And they're tired of him coming for their relationships and disrespecting their wives. So he really needs to get it together if he's going to be filming with anyone, because next what I see is that no one is going to want to film with him. And if no one wants to film with you, you don't have a show to be on, because we've already seen that Mel is not going to allow coleslaw to enter the show in any way, shape, or form or capacity. Even if that does mean Martell recording his real life, she will not be a part of it at all, okay? So he really needs to get it together so that maybe one day that option will be open, but there's just been too much, okay? So Trisha and Kenny meet with Courtney and Stormy at the gym, and we find out that Trisha's sadness is coming from her being in the dark, or in a sort of a dark time after the loss of her mother, her father, and also her sister. So I knew deep down in my heart, as soon as I saw her start to talk and explain or say things to Stormy, and just as soon as she came on the scene, there's a sadness that comes along with her. So we'll be praying for her about that. But we also find out that her new relationship started out kind of toe up in the fact that she's still married, and that he was also in another relationship. That can sometimes be a recipe for a disaster, but also sometimes you never know the road which you have to travel for you to make it to the promised land. You just never know, and there are no rules in love. So I won't put any on this one, but all I'm saying is that from my years of living, I do know that when things start out a certain way, they usually do end that way as well. And next, Martell talks to Chris, and Chris is serious about Martell not referring to Nell as a side chick. They quickly move on to talk about Martell and Melody in that situation, which every scene included Martell and Melody in that situation. And true to form, Martell refuses to take any accountability whatsoever. And at this point, it's like Marcel said, Martell may really need some help. You have to first identify that there is an issue that you need help for before seeking the help for the issue. And that's where we're hitting that brick wall with Martell. But hopefully things get a little bit better, because we do need some resolve with this, because we're all invested, and he definitely needs to figure it out, because to some capacity, we do want to see him happy. You don't want to see a person miserable forever, and he's in a funk, he definitely is. But to get right to the highlight of the show, or down to the highlight of this episode, we're gonna talk about how it ends with Destiny finally sitting with Moses for the talk. She should have never sat with his lying ass for anything, but here we go. Moses seems to keep repeating the same statement over and over again, and that's that his relationship with Destiny ended before his relationship with Sonny started. Nobody believes it, okay? And the way that Destiny proclaimed to have the receipts and text messages lets us know that we're going to see the evidence that proves that Destiny is telling the truth, just like we already knew. It's most likely going to come out on the show, because why would they wait? But if not, it's definitely coming out at the reunion, and we are going to be here for it. So stay here with us. That's pretty much how it ended. Destiny says, we ended our relationship in August, and you started your relationship with Sonny in August. And I believe every single word, every last word of it. But that's how it ended, and we're going to go on to see more of what happens with this, even though we all know what happened, and we all know what's to come, and we all know what we will see more of. Thanks for watching, and for more videos like this one, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for your bells.